Lindsay starts off this hour in Salt Lake City, Utah. Hi, Lindsay. How are you?
Hey, Dave. I'm excited to talk to you.
You too. How can we help?
Okay, so my husband and I are currently in baby step 2. We make 100,000 together. We still have 40,000 left to go on our debt snowball. But I have a question about when we get to baby step 3, how to invest our 15%. So he has a 403B. I have a 401k with a 3% match. And then I have a Roth IRA and a traditional IRA set up, and then he has a traditional IRA.
Wow.
And I guess I just don't know how to, when we get there, how to divvy it up.
Yeah, you've got a lot going on here. And let me make sure I get this clear. Baby step 3 is your 3 to 6 months fully funded emergency fund.
Oh,
Are
yeah,
you talking
correct.
about baby step 4?
Yes, sorry.
Okay. Well, you're dreaming. You're definitely thinking ahead here. So we can talk about what to do when you get there. Are you guys on track to pay this debt off in the coming year?
Yes, so our goal is by this time next year.
Way to go.
Awesome. That's fantastic. And then what does 3 to 6 months of expenses look like for you guys?
It would be about 10 to 12 grand.
Okay. Do you think you might be able to do all of that in the next 12 months?
We may need another 6. So after a year, we'll be debt free, and then we'll need 6 months to do our emergency fund.
That's awesome. So what we're talking about right now is 18 months from now, when you've got all of this in place, you've got no debt, the fully funded emergency fund. How do we invest this 15% in the best way possible?
Yep.
Okay. Well, it's going to be 15% of your total household income. And tell me again what your options are with his work and your work.
Yeah, so he has a 403B, which, as I understand it, is basically a 401k.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have a 401k with a 3% match. I don't think he has a match.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have a Roth and a traditional IRA, and then he has a traditional IRA. Because I did what Dave said, and I rolled over all of our old 401ks into our own IRAs with a SmartVestor Pro.
Well, obviously we're going to do 15% of 100,000 or $15,000 is how we've got to allocate it. And our formula is pretty simple. It's kind of like rock, paper, scissors, except you can only win one way. And so it's match beats Roth beats traditional. So let's allocate the 15,000 down that list until we do whatever. Now, does his 401k, or it's your 401k, right? He's got a 403b.
Correct, yep.
Are either one of those a Roth option?
Yes, I have a Roth option.
On your 401k?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what we'll do is certainly we're going to do the match. So we want to put in the match at this point for 3% up to yours. And what do you make a year?
I make 40.
Okay. And so...
And he makes 60.
Okay. And let's see here. So is that $1,200? Yeah. $1,200 will be your 3% match off of the 15,000. Okay. So match beats Roth. That's the only match we got. So we're going to do that first. Okay. So off of that. So we've got 13.8 we still got to go with. Does that sound right?
Yep.
Okay. And then we're going to do Roth. Anywhere there's Roth that we want to do it. So his 403b does not have a Roth, so we're not going over there. That's traditional. We're going to use your 401k, and we're going to use 2 Roth individual IRAs and see if we can get to 13.8. And by the way, we know we can because 2 Roth IRAs will get you there, more than get you there. So we need 13,800 going into something, and you can use your 401k. Does your 401k have really good mutual fund options?
So I actually just started, so I'm not really sure. And since we're on the debt snowball, I am not investing anything, so not really sure.
Okay. Well, and I'm going to guess and say you can do $6,000 into your Roths, 2 individual Roth IRAs and good growth stock mutual funds with a SmartVestor Pro. Okay? That gets us to $12,000. And so you could put another couple thousand in yours and 1,800 and you'll be to your 15,000. So we'll probably utilize your 401k through the match plus 2,000 a year. And then we'll do a couple of Roth IRAs maxed out with your SmartVestor Pro, and you will have done match beats Roth. We never got to traditional, so we'll do nothing in his 403b, which, by the way, generally speaking, your 401ks will have probably better options than a lot of 403bs will for investing in terms of the quality of the mutual funds.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Cool. That is very helpful. Thank you so much.
And, how old are you?
So I just turned 31.
You're going to be a millionaire.
Hope so.
No, you really are. That's what the math says. I mean, you start putting $15,000 a year away in Roth, in mutual funds, you're going to be a millionaire so fast, girl. I'm so proud of you.
And their incomes are only going to go up.
Yeah, that's if they don't get a raise.
Yeah.
Man.
You'd have to be real bad at your job to never get a raise in your entire career. So this bodes well. That's awesome. And I do the full 15 in our Roth 401k here, Dave, because we've got some great options. And
both of you work here.
Yeah.
So you
Me
can
and
both
my
do it.
wife.
Yeah, you can both
It's
do
great.
that. Yeah.
So we're going to be double millionaires.
Yeah.
That's how that works, right?
I'm in. A 2 millionaire, a 3 millionaire.
I like the sound of
a
that.
4 millionaire, double, triple, quadruple.
That's awesome.
I'm in.
Well, I love that she's asking this stuff now because a lot of people, they're in debt, but to dream about the future and what could be and what you want to be investing and how much that could turn into, I love that because it only motivates the debt snowball. It only motivates you through baby step 3, which can be a slog.
Exactly. So here's the reason for our order there. It's math. Okay? Match, you get a 100% rate of return before the mutual fund starts doing anything.
Not bad.
You made 100%. Now, you do have to pay taxes on that match when you take it out. But after taxes, you still got a 70% rate of return or an 80% rate of return on your money. Excellent. You can't beat that. Tax-free doesn't beat that. But tax-free beats taxable. So Roth beats traditional. And so in her case, she's got the match, and then she's got tax-free growth on everything else. So their entire account is going to end up being the vast majority of their account, not the entire account because the match isn't, but the vast majority of their account will be in that Roth and covered under the Roth legislation, and so it will all be tax-free.
Amazing. So if it says $2 million in that Roth portion, you get $2 million.